What you are witnessing is real. These tarot cards represent the current energies of specific people with a case pending in the Universal Court. Both parties have agreed to dismiss their spiritual beef and have their dispute settled here in our forum, the People's Court Tarot. Yes! Thank you for joining me, Virgo. I do have your complaint over here. So, and I am doing this series of readings a little bit differently. This is each sign's complaint against God, because there's plenty of tarot readings that discuss what our issue might be with other people, but that shit's not important. Not to say that readings aren't important. Oh my God, I'm just trying to say, like, sometimes our issues with other people isn't as important as the issue that we actually have with, you know, our creator. Because once we solve that issue, you'd be surprised how all those other issues fall into place. Okay? So Virgo, this is actually, the Eight of Pentacles is actually the Sun in Virgo card. So I feel like your issue with God is that God made you the way that you are made. There's something about you, maybe about your work ethic, something about your dedication, maybe something about your focus, your repetition, that is you're complaining about. Because maybe you feel like the work of your hands just go to make someone else happy or go to fulfill someone else. So I think that's part of your issue. And I think it's like when you try to save up, you know, like when you try to work for yourself and save up things for yourself with this King of Pentacles here, you wind up in this Three of Swords energy. If there's good things that you want for yourself, you feel like they're always taken from you or just not given to you or given to others. And it's gotten to the point that it almost makes you afraid to, like, you see how this King of Cups, he's like dipping this one toe in the water almost. I think it's like made you gun shy. Like you're afraid to step out on faith with certain things. You're afraid to really delve into your own emotions because, well, it's number one, it's like when you delve into your own emotions, like say you process your emotions, you figure things out, you figure out a way to elevate your emotions with the Temperance card here and like have a better outlook on things. You feel like all that work that you do is just going to benefit someone else and it's not going to benefit you. So like say if you were to get depressed about how things are going in your life and you just like got into like a depressive like coma, then you feel like you would be affected, right? Like then it would negatively affect you. But if you were to fight the depression, step out on faith, figure out a way to make the sun shine again, rise and shine and get back to the grind, you know what I'm saying? You feel like that wouldn't benefit you. Actually, that would only benefit someone else. So it's gotten to the point that you're irritated with God because God makes you someone who can always, no matter what happens, get back up. And that ability just basically guarantees that you're going to get knocked the fuck back down because someone's going to come and take what you have. Someone's going to come take what you worked for. You just feel like whatever you do, number one, it doesn't benefit you. And number two, you're not made to where you can just stop, sit back, and not do the things that you know need to be done. So someone else benefits from the fact that you don't give up, Virgo. Okay? And I feel like that's your complaint with God, is that you don't even benefit from the fact that you would be at a disadvantage. Like you would benefit you would be negatively affected if you gave up. But when you don't give up, it only blesses other people. It doesn't bless you. It's a really weird, like, I feel like there's like this fine line, this like gray area, this middle space is very small that I'm trying to describe here. It's like this just little tiny space where you fit, where nothing good happens, but if you don't stay in that little space, everything bad will happen. And you feel like stuck. You feel held hostage by your own ability to keep working and to overcome. Oh, Virgo. That put me in my feelings. Okay, we're going to go over here and see what God's response is, because if I make the videos too long, then they don't upload or they take forever, and that's frustrating. So, going to try to keep it kind of short today. But I feel like God's response is, God is trying to get you to stop giving everything away to other people, and trying to get you to keep what you have for yourself. And I feel like with the moon here, clarified by the moon, okay, I feel like that scares you, right? There's something about, letting life move in a way with the Wheel of Fortune here to the Justice. Like, there's something about letting a natural turn of events take place that you are afraid of. So when we were talking about that little space that you were saying, where you feel like there's this tiny space where nothing good happens to you, but if you were to move from that space, everything bad would happen. I think God is trying to say that maybe you need to let those bad things happen. And just trust that with this inside looking out here, that you would be protected, that it wouldn't necessarily happen to you. But I think God is trying to like force you to let go of the fear that if you worked for yourself, if you put in the work ethic that you have, but that you didn't give that work away to other people or give those benefits away to other people, this fear that you have that something bad would happen, God is trying to snatch that fear from you. Which is why God is probably making it extremely uncomfortable for you to be in this space, because God wants you to get out of this space. Like, you've done so much work, Virgo, and you deserve to, it's almost like 1 + 2 = 3. It's like 1, you do the work, plus 2, you get the results, equals 3, you see the results come back into you. You get caught between step 1 and 2, where 1, you do the work, 2, you see the results coming, or you know what I mean, but then the results don't come back into you. The people that the results come to are people who don't do the work because they know that you're going to do the work. And I think that's frustrating, God, is because, number one, you're okay. If it's fucked up on both sides, because it's like, if you if you're doing the work that needs to be done, but other people are getting the results, then 2 people are confused about the laws of creation. Both of you are confused about the laws of creation, because number one, it's against natural law that you should do the work and not get the result. Number 2, it's against natural law that someone should not do the work and get the result. So you are bending natural law by doing the work but then giving the results to other people, Virgo. You're bending natural law because, number 1, that's not how things are supposed to go. But then number 2, you're giving the people who get the benefits without having to do the work, they're getting a faulty idea of how shit gets done or how shit's supposed to come to them, because the things that they're supposed to get from doing their own work is actually coming from you, which, you know, it's making you very uncomfortable. And hopefully God is God is hoping it'll make you so uncomfortable that you stop. I think there's also some secrets here with these, the double moon. Like, there might be stuff that you don't know, that if you did know, it would maybe hurt your feelings. And it may be about how you think that the work that you do is perceived. Like, you think that you're, doing this really good thing and you're making someone happy by giving them your blessings. But all it really does is just, for some reason, I feel like it fuels this person's secrets. Like, if there's someone that you're giving stuff to, thinking that they would be appreciative of it, they may not be as appreciative of it as you think. They may use your blessings for things that if you knew what they were, they would hurt you. Yeah. Let me see if there's anything else that God is saying. I God is just saying, like, you need to move past the fear. For some reason, you have a fear of getting what you deserve. Maybe you think, maybe you have an idea of yourself. Like, maybe you don't really understand that you're actually doing this work. Like, maybe no matter how much work you do, for some reason, when you receive things, you still feel like they're being given to you, not like you've earned it. And so when you think about getting what you deserve, Virgo, you may have a negative connotation about that. Like, oh, you're going to get what you deserve. And that may keep you from wanting to be in a space where you do deserve anything, because maybe you feel like anything that anyone would deserve would be negative. And God doesn't know where you got that idea from, but God wants you to know that that's not the case here. If you do the work, you deserve to get the reward. If you do a good work, you deserve to get a good reward. And it's almost like you're under the impression that you need to give your good reward away so that you'll get a good reward for being good. But it's like, no, the work that you do is enough to get a good reward. Like, just in that, you don't need to turn around and give. And see, this is the kind of thing too, Virgo, you may be like, you may be a person to whom your gifts or whatever it is that you work on, it comes to you naturally. Like, maybe you didn't have to work hard to get to have the thing that you work hard at. Like, say if someone is just like a natural entertainer, right? And so they didn't have to go to acting school. And so people are like, oh my God, you're such a good actor naturally. And so maybe this person makes a whole lot of money being an actor, and they feel so guilty about the fact that there's other people that could never be an actor no matter how hard they work, that this person just gives all their money away, and then they constantly take on new movies because they constantly need money. But then they're so good at the movies, and then they get all these rewards and, you know, accolades, but then they constantly give their awards away, they give their trophies away, their plaques away, their money away, and so they have nothing to show for all their hard work. Meanwhile, the people that are receiving their money and their rewards, they have not acted in shit. They've not done the thing that they have all these rewards and accolades and blessings for. So it's like, it's very confusing. It's like you don't realize that by being in the movie, that's the part where you worked hard. Like, yes, you have the talent and the gift. I'm just using this as an example of being an actor or an actress, but that talent would just lay dormant if you didn't do the hard work. You do the hard work, but you're so hung up on the fact that you have a talent that you don't allow yourself to receive the true rewards that you deserve for the hard work that you do. You just give it all away, okay? And God is trying to say, like, that's not good on your side, nor are you blessing the people that you give it to. You're just causing and creating more confusion, and you're making yourself have to work harder, and you're making sure that the people that you give to continue to have a warped idea of how much work it really takes to get all those things that they're getting, that you're giving them, because they've never had to work that hard. And you don't even understand how hard that you're actually working. Because, you know, like I said, the sun in Virgo is the 8 of Pentacles card. That work, that consistent work comes to you so naturally, Virgo. That you almost are like, well, I just get the satisfaction from knowing that I've done a good thing, right, with this 9 of Cups. But you don't allow yourself to get like the actual material satisfaction with this King of Pentacles that you could and should be doing for all your hard work, okay? So the verdict is up here with the High Priestess to the Ace of Pentacles to the 3 of Wands. And I think it's just what we've been talking about, which is, okay, whoa, no, I didn't expect this. But I feel like there's some opportunities and money and good things that are coming your way, Virgo, that you're going to need to keep to yourself in order. Oh, no, that is what we've been saying. But when I say keep to yourself, you know, I mean, put in your pocket, keep to yourself, but also keep it a secret, keep to yourself. Like, every single good thing that comes to you is not for everyone else. It's not to be dispersed. It's like an energy that you, like a beam, like you have to kind of guide it home by making yourself the beacon and the light for these good things that are coming into you. And if you continue to disperse your energy, then the universe is not really going to know specifically where this signal of hard work is coming from in order to like bring the rewards back into that same signal, right?